jury testimony in their own lies with sworn grand jury testimony written to where one of the witnesses had to say, oh, the court reporter got it wrong. And even Judge Rodney S. Melville did not believe that youngster who claimed he was molested when he said, oh, the court reporter got my testimony wrong. Well, I have to tell you that when the trial started, I really believe, now don't hit me, Natasha, don't hit me, you guys over there, but I really believe Michael did something wrong. I knew you were going to hit me. I knew it was coming, but I did. You know, I thought, well, maybe gave him some wine when he shouldn't have, or maybe he gave him some girly magazines or something. But having sat in the courtroom, I have done a total 180. And it only took me about 2 weeks, where the rest of the media is still scratching their head saying, well, they're accusing him this and they're accusing him of that. It was real clear to me early on that Michael is being railroaded. This whole thing is an inquisition. It's a sham. It's a modern day lynching. It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy at one time. And we're going to get into what happened today, but I got to follow my script or I'll get lost here. So anyway, it was a good day for Michael. Michael has had many, many good days, of which the major media, the C media, CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, the big media, fails to tell you that, oh, and by the way, the accusing witness was caught in their lies and they're not credible. Now, when I took journalism and I was on our college journal newspaper, the first lesson was, if your witness isn't credible, forget it. If they're caught in lies, forget it. Even when you have credible witnesses, never caught in a lie, upstanding citizens, you're supposed to be circumspect. Here, Michael in this country supposedly is innocent until proven guilty. And to find him guilty, there has to be beyond reasonable doubt. There could be no question, There is gigantic icebergs full of reasonable doubt. Every witness accusing him has been caught in lies. You can't get around that. You just can't get around that. I predict that not only did Michael Joe Jackson win his trial today, April 27, 2005, even though the jury is going to listen to a lot of defense witnesses, because Thomas Mesereau is not going to leave any stone unturned. He is going to clock this thing down, because it's going to cost Michael anyway. And let's face it, does Thomas Mesereau mind if it costs Michael Jackson lots of money? No. That's why he became an attorney. And we'll get to that. I believe they're trying to bankrupt Michael Jackson. Because today, well, I won't get today. I want to show you a shot of Michael leaving the courtroom. If we're ready to go to that tape 1. Because you're going to see Michael leaving the courtroom, and he's going to be victorious. He's going to look something like this, except there are going to be thousands of fans screaming, we knew you were innocent. Tape. Wrong tape. There we go. Michael Jackson, his mother, Catherine, in front of him, his bodyguards around him. He's going to come out like that, holding his head high. He's going to wave to you with probably both hands on that day. That's what I believe you're going to see, except it's going to be more exciting. You're going to hear fans scream, and they're going to drown out everything. What do you think, Brianna?
I think so.
What do you think, Natasha?
I think absolutely. And also what I noticed today in court is that it's supposed to be a jury of his peers, quote unquote. There was nobody in that jury today that was Michael Jackson's peers. Sad to say. It looked like a gang of good old boys club kind of thing and their wives. So, that kind of struck me as odd more than anything else. But I think he's going to pull through this.
They were kind of a very, very white jury.
Yeah, very extremely white and extremely, like I said, good old boys club.
And not even one pop rock star in there.
No, not one pop rock star. Nobody. And let's face it, hardly anybody under 70. Or hardly anybody very ethnic.
Well, there's one girl in there who's maybe in her late 20s or early 30s, but I'm not sure if she's an alternate or a juror. And there's
I
one.
think she was an alternate,
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
There's one young black man.
Guy, and he was an alternate.
He's an alternate.
Well.
I can't say she's right. I mean, I'm studying the jury.
I know what I think, so you know.
So I want to take you now and let you hear what some of the other fans say. Some of the other fans say.
And then everybody else is like.
Well.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching.
Yeah. And then everybody else is like.
Well.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy.
It's a modern day lynching.
It is. It's a modern day lynching of a black man who just happened to be very wealthy.